My sugarcane farm is something that I am very proud of. This is why I am excited to announce version 2 of my vertical sugarcane farm. Now, what does this version do in order to be better than version 1? Well, this version optimizes the amount of sugarcane blocks that you can break and makes movement just easier. It accomplishes these two things by adding one extra block of sugarcane on the end of each row. This equivalents to 50 extra sugarcane for me. And it makes movement easier by adding a second wall to the farm. This means that you don't need to change the angle that you're facing in order to continue farming, so you're putting in a lot less effort and getting the same reward. If you're wondering the amount of money that the sugarcane farm makes, I recommend checking out the farming files in the description. It has a bunch of tests with their money per hour. As of version 5, there is netherwort, carrots, potatoes, and sugarcane, only the version 1 farm, which isn't that much different from version 2. In a few days, I'll release version 6 with version 2 of my sugarcane farm there, so make sure you subscribe to not miss it. If you didn't know how to build the sugarcane farm, here is a scaled down version of what it would look like. You start with 2 walls. These will be the farm's boundaries. Then you make dirt platforms separated by 3 blocks, and make a hole at each end of the farm. Put a sign with a fence gate on top of it. This will stop you from breaking sugarcane. And then have a wall. Put water on the same levels as the dirt, and then plant sugarcane. Put TP pads at the start and the end of the farm, and then you're done. This is a simplified version of what the building process does look like, but it does include a few extra things of the build. For example, I have obsidian as the walls at the end of each row. This is to stop me from breaking the dirt blocks and running out of the farm. And one of my walls is nothing but water. This doesn't impact how hard it is to farm because I don't run on that wall. It's just a few nice things you can have, but what I've showed you previously is all the necessary building that you need to do. Now for the part of the video where I give an explanation on how to farm this. Grab your rancher's boots and set them to 249 speed. This part will depend on the direction that you face. If you're facing positive X, use negative 68.9 degrees, positive Z 34.4 degrees, negative X 68.9 degrees, and negative Z is negative 145.6 degrees. The last thing for the angle is you want to look somewhere between 0 degrees and negative 1. This is just so that you don't break any bottom cane and you can still farm right. And for comfort, I like to rebind space to break while farming. To move back and forth in the farm, you're going to press WG or WA based on what wall you're running on, and then just press S to move backwards. Make sure that you have enchanted sugar and enchanted sugarcane in your personal compactor, and use enchanted farming stacks if you want. I recommend it. The final thing before we wrap this up is that you could use the back and forth method for this. I have found success with my method. For those of you who don't know the back and forth, face 45 and then you just press S and D, or S and A, depending on the farm. If you're willing to test if the back and forth method is better, comment your IGN and I'll pay you a few million for you to do a test. That's all that I have for today, so please check out the farming files and tell me what you think of this video. And remember farmers, keep farming.